What's up, y'all? Bill C here, BillCQC.com. Today we're going to talk about a mix for the song Beautiful Girl by, and I've never heard him say it, so sorry if I'm saying this wrong, Nabelinho. You can check out his music at facebook.com/NabilsMusic, or you can look up his screen name, which you see right here. The background to this video, or series of videos, is that we know each other through this Facebook group called Pensado Students, which is based off of the community around the weekly internet show called Pensado's Place. And Nabil offered to upload a song that he recorded back in 2008 as the stems, which is the individual files, so that we could mix it or remix it or whatever we wanted to do with it. So what I'm going to do is play you the beginning of my mix of his song, and then I'm going to explain to you what I did and why I did it.
Beautiful, beautiful girl. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Oh, beautiful, beautiful girl. You came and then you changed my world. You turned me upside down when I least expected. My heart is in your hands, girl. It's the first time that I felt this way. So sorry that I didn't handle it in a better way. See, the last thing I'd wanna do is make you feel uncomfortable. But I had to tell you I couldn't let you slip away. And I thought we'd be perfect for each other, but you couldn't feel the same. Beautiful, beautiful girl. You came and then you changed my world. You turned me upside down when I least expected. My heart is in your hands, girl. Beautiful, beautiful girl. You came and then you changed my world. You turned me upside down when I least expected. My heart is in your hands, girl. Beautiful, beautiful girl.
Alright, so the first thing to notice is that these are all individual tracks. If you look at the bin, they're all bass, claps, hi-hats, pianos, blah, blah, blah. So what you do is you want to organize these in a way that it makes it quick for you to figure out what you're looking at. So I do this both by separating the tracks into groups and setting them up by colors, which is what you do up here. You have different colors you can set up for each track. This is the mixer section down here, and this up here will show you all your different tracks. You get rid of the mixer, it shows you what you're looking at.
Beautiful, beautiful girl.
Also over here, it shows you the volume. Anything that has volume is actually playing. Anything that doesn't have volume isn't playing.
Beautiful, beautiful girl. You came and then you changed my world.
So for me, green means drums. So it's your kick, snare, toms, hi-hats. Claps are not drums, but they're percussion, so they go in the same group. So they have a slightly different color green. Got your bass is red. Other instruments for me are blue, guitars, piano, what have you, blah, blah. Over here we have other synth sounds. I picked a random color for the effects. My vocals are always yellow, so I know if I want to find them real quick, I can go find the yellow, and I know I'm in the vocal section. These over here are my submixes. I have a submix for each group. So even though I only have one bass track, I still have a bass submix, because what you want is to be able to mix each group against each other without having to go all the way back over here and find something and change it. For effects, I have a tape delay, which is basically an echo. And I also have reverb, which is a global reverb, which is working on everything in the track to try to make it sound like it's all happening in the same place. Over here is the output channel, which is the stereo out, which all of my subgroups, which come from bus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All of my subgroups go to the stereo out. So the stereo out is actually what you're going to hear. The only thing I have on my stereo out or my 2 bus is a limiter. The limiter's job is to keep things from going over minus 0.3 dB. I have my gain pumped up to plus 8 dB because I mixed so it wouldn't hit the limiter to begin with. The way I'm using this limiter is to increase the loudness of the actual track without changing it that much. The other things I have on the 2 bus are my BPM counter, which is 116, which I'll get into that in a second, which is what you're going to type down here. It's 116 into your tempo. I have my level meter showing me in peak and RMS how loud the track is. And I have my channel EQ, which is not actually EQing anything. You see a flat line, but I'm using the analyzer to show me basically what it looks like. This particular analyzer isn't incredibly accurate, but it's useful.
Beautiful, beautiful girl. You came and then you changed my world. You turned me upside down when I least expected. My heart is in your hands, girl. Beautiful, beautiful girl. You came and then you changed my world.
Now I personally start my mixes with drums, which are over here in the green section, because if your drums aren't kicking, you pretty much don't have a record at all. So the way this is set up is all the drum tracks are going to bus 1. If I double click on this with Logic, it'll show you where bus 1 is, which is over here. Bus 1 is inputting here to my drum submix, and then the drum submix is outputting to stereo out. Double click this, which is over here. The reason I do that is I want to be able to do whatever I want to the drums without affecting the rest of the tracks. So like in this case, I have a compressor on my drums. So let's say I start playing a kick, solo this. So this track is coming through. Double click this, goes over to my drum sub. My drum sub is getting the signal. Double click stereo out. Stereo out is getting it also. Now what you're seeing here is reverb is getting it also, because I'm outputting the send to bus 6. Double click bus 6. That goes there to PR verb right here, which is the reverb. And then the reverb goes to stereo out. So that's the way the rest of everything is set up too. Bass goes to its own bus, bus 2. Bus 2 goes to the stereo out. Synths, all this stuff right here is coming to bus 3. All the vocals are coming to bus 4. And that way, each one of them, I can decide what I want to do with them. Like I have a compressor on the drums, like I said before. I have a directional mixer on my synths, widening them out in a mid-side fashion instead of a left-right. The vocals are pretty much coming through clean because I'm putting the effects that I want on the individual sets of vocals instead of doing it on the submix. One of the benefits of submixing is that you can change the volume of any particular group without affecting the other groups.
Beautiful, beautiful girl. You came and then you changed my world. You turned me upside down when I least expected. My heart is in your hands, girl. Beautiful, beautiful girl.
We're going to pick this up in the next section. For the music, check out facebook.com/NowBillsMusic. Questions and answers, check out facebook.com/RealSolidTV. Bill C, I'm out. Catch you later. Peace.